morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday morning, December the 11th. It is 7:30. And I'm up getting ready to go do something that I dread doing. We're headed to court again. For the last year, this is what our life has been consistent of. In and out of court, in and out of court, in and out of court. That's what happened to us Tuesday when I told you that the sky was falling, the other shoe in the sky dropped. Is that a warrant was how do you say it? They sent out a warrant for my husband's arrest again, although he's already on bond. Every time someone make a claim of money being taken from them because my husband's partner was arrested for it because he was a partner in the company. Although he didn't know what was going on, he had no dealings with money, but his name was on the company, so every time he get a charge, my husband get a charge. So I say every time he get a charge, we get a charge. And so to God be the glory. They didn't arrest him, but he had to appear in court earlier than what we expected. We were supposed to be going to court in July, but in January. But now we're going to court today. So praying for God's favor, praying that God knows all. He knows the truth about everything. And somehow, one day, sooner than later, my husband will be vindicated. But nevertheless, at this point, it has caused us to lose everything. It has caused us to have to shift our world, and it's costing us money that we do not have. But nevertheless, we'll continue to trust in God, trusting that God is going to continue to keep his heart, keep his pressure down, and that we don't lose faith in God. Although we hate this space that we're in, and when I say space, I'm talking about the point of life that we're in, the things that we're going through. God is still in control, and we know God has us. Although it doesn't feel like it at this time, we know God has us, because I do know no matter what we're going through, oh my God, it could be so much worse. So I hold on to that. God will never leave me nor forsake me, and he could deliver me out of all things. I say me, y'all, because as a married woman, whatever my husband go through, I go through. My scent of today is going to be my Delina Covered in Roses mixed together. I have on my Born on Purpose t-shirt by the Born on Purpose Project. You can get a shirt if you like it, bornonpurposeproject.com. Yeah. And we're going to head on off to court. Trusting God to make a way out of no way. Oh, God can. He can move mountains. He can lead us around him. Stop the wind from blowing. Stop the thunder from roaring. He can do anything. He can. God can. He can move mountains. He can lead us around him. Stop the wind from blowing. Stop the thunder from roaring. He can do anything. He can. God can. And so we're trusting him to do that for us today. We're trusting that he will make a way out of no way. We're trusting for favor. We're trusting that he will vindicate. I said that already. We're trusting that he will show up. We're just trusting in God. Y'all say good morning to my husband. Say good morning, babe.
Good morning.
I don't know if they can see you. The camera's so
You
far.
can.
Okay. I don't see you. Oh, there you go. Anyway, we're headed to court. Y'all remember when I told y'all that I was going to the Dollar Tree because I wanted to get some things to decorate. We wasn't going to have a tree. God heard me, and somebody gave us a whole tree. They was like, I don't want this tree anymore. I was like, okay, we'll take it. And so we have a tree. They had a little decoration, but not what I want for our decor. So I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree again and buy some things to decorate the tree. And I started the table, but I still need some things. I need to get the walnuts. I need to get the candy canes, the apples, because it is so funny that the event I went to Saturday had me thinking about how our house used to smell growing up. And so I want to recapture that. Can't bring back my father, but I want to recapture that smell. And I'm going to, again, make this month a month of having faith that miracles will show up for us and that God is going to continue to make a way out of no way. And we're going to celebrate Christ. Don't start that foolishness that it's a man-made holiday. We know that. But if we could use this holiday to serve our Lord, our Savior, Jesus Christ, that's what we're going to do. We don't know exactly what date he was born, what day, nor time, but nevertheless, he was born for you and me. And not only was he born, honey, he died on the cross for you and me. So we're going to celebrate him. So don't start that foolishness, okay? Don't start that foolishness. Any day that we can use to give our Lord and Savior recognition and shine the light on him, although we're supposed to shine the light on him every day. Okay, well, we're going to use Christmas, okay? And we're not going to say no Xmas, no XMAS. We're saying Christmas for Christ. Don't get on my nerves. Y'all see our free tree? Honey, this tree was free. Won't God do it? Can't nobody do you like Jesus. Nobody. Can't nobody do you like Jesus. Nobody. So when I started the table, when I put the walnuts and the candy canes and everything in there, I created that myself. And we have peppermints in there. And then over here, I'm going to put all kind of candy and decorate that as well. Plus the table. But anyway, y'all, it's going to feel like Christmas around this baby. Everything's gonna be alright. Whoa, I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Be alright, be alright. This is the day that the Lord has made. Y'all, I hate this for my husband. IHATE. Hate it for him. My husband is such a good man. I'm not saying he's perfect, but he is such a good man. And there's absolutely nothing he won't do for anyone. And this is why he's in this state, trusting someone they call friend. We're at the lawyer's office. We always have to come to the lawyer office and we walk over to court. But my husband used to be such a he wasn't overjoyed, bubbly, but he was a pleasant person. He always had a pleasant look. He was always smiling. And you don't smile too much. Don't smile too much. I feel so sorry for him because I know he hated as a man. He hated as far as the oldest sibling that feel like he have the least. The only thing that keeps him or keeps us is that he is loved. I mean, to know him is to love him. He is loved, and I constantly try to remind him that people know who he is. He's always concerned that people believe what they saw on news, child, because we was on news. When I say we, I'm talking about him. On news, and he believed that people look down on him, people are judging him. But I keep trying to explain to him, those that know you know this is not your character. People will vouch for you. We had people, hundreds of people that wrote, maybe not hundreds, I'm lying, 50, like some people wrote character letters for him. And so although people forget all the good things that you've been through and only remember the bad, I trust that God will work this out, because even in some of the things I've been through, people don't forget about it. It's some people who remember it because they hate us and they don't want to believe the truth because they don't like you, so they believe the lies. They prefer to believe the lies. They prefer to believe that you're a horrible person. They prefer to believe, in my case, that you don't change, And so, Lord, have mercy on us today. Lord, have mercy on us today. Pray for his favor to be with us. Pray for his grace and mercy. Pray for the spirit of truth to rise. Lord, have mercy on us today. Have mercy on my husband. It's been over a year. We had to pay the lawyer $10,000. $10,000. And now he wants another $10,000. So I don't know if it's $10,000 a year or whatever, but they say this case can go on for years, but the devil is a liar. $10,000 that I don't have, we don't have, still paying on the $10,000 that we borrowed the first time, to have to borrow another $10,000. God got to do something. He's got to make a way. He said he will never leave us nor forsake us. He said he'll provide a way of escape. And so I need God to do that for my husband. I need God to do that for us. I need him to do that for us. It's hard, y'all. It is hard. I'm not going to lie. It is hard. Still trying to hold on to my faith. Talking to one of my good friends, Beverly. She was trying so hard to encourage me. Because I know the word, right? And when I know the word and I'm going through what I can't stand, and I don't want to say stand, what I don't like for people to do is quote scriptures to me, okay? Because scriptures I know. I need practicality. I need something to say, hey, Angela, I went through this. My husband went through this. And we go through sickness. We go through finance, financially struggling. But you don't go through but you don't go through, I don't know, maybe people do go through it. I don't go through the thought of losing your freedom, a thought of being locked up, thought of being looked at as a criminal. Me, on the other hand, I've been locked up twice. Never been to prison, but I've done, 48 hours? No, I'm lying. A little less than 48 hours the first time was 24 hours, a little over 24 hours. And the second time, I beat up somebody. And my husband, he bailed me out. And so Just like he stood by me, I'm standing by him. The difference between him and I is that I was guilty. I beat up somebody. He is guilty by association. And so this is why they say, don't let your good be even spoken of. This is why they say, be mindful who you hang around, because I'm trying to tell you, you could just be an innocent bystander and a stray bullet will hit you. And that stray bullet can cause you your life. And so, I don't know. All I know is God is in control. God is in control. Imagine trying to live your whole life being a good person, trying to live your whole life upright, trying to live your whole life. You've been in the military, worked for the police department, trying to live your whole life, and then something out of your control can wipe away your whole reputation, your whole. And you know what? I'm gonna. As soon as I say reputation, I remember when God told me to be concerned about my character, and He would take care of my reputation. And so, one thing they can't take away from Him is His character. One thing that cannot be taken away from Him is the person that He is. It can wound His spirit, but His character is His character. He's kind, He's helpful, He's thoughtful, He's intelligent, He's extremely smart, He's creative. And so these are the things that I try to remind Him of. He's loved. And He like to say, I'm 57 years old, I'm going to be 58. I'm a black man that has been arrested for these charges. I'm never going to get a job. Well, maybe God don't want you to get a job. Maybe God wants you to work for yourself. Build your own empire. Create your own salary, finance. Create your own business. And so I'm telling you that too. I don't know what you're going through, but I do know, thank you, Holy Ghost, that we can find some good in everything that we're going through. Take it for us. They came to lock him up Tuesday, but he was at work. To God be the glory, because if he was home, they would have took him to jail. He would have been arrested for the third time, and he would end up with 3 mugshots for the same case. And you wonder probably like, what do you mean, why he keep getting locked up? Because every time someone says that money was stolen from them, that's considered to be a case. And so if 10 people come up and say money was stolen from him, they're going to charge my husband 10 times because of the other guy. And so we don't know how many people money was taken. And so every time we bond out, every time we go about our business, and another warrant is why can't I think of it? Every time they send out another warrant, he can get arrested again. Now, although that's the purpose of the lawyer, they talked to the prosecutor. They was like, you can't keep arresting my client. He's out on bond, leaving him out. So now they're going to let him out on his own. I'm not going to say that word because y'all know I mess up a word, R-O something. My sisters call it Ricardin, whatever. They let him out on his own, trusting him. And so it doesn't make sense to keep arresting him for the same thing. So what they're going to do is we had to come to court today so he don't be worried about looking over his shoulder like they're going to arrest him, because even though they won't come back to the house, if he stopped at a red light, if he's in a area where the police is called, they get his information, we're in an accident, a car accident, they pull his name, whenever they run his name and they see he have a warrant for his arrest, they're going to arrest him, and we don't want that. And so we have to always come to court. You have to stop your world, stop your life, and come to court. And so that's what we had to do this morning. It's funny, God, the enemy is so busy. It was exactly a year from day. A year from the date. A year from the date of him turning himself in. That same week that they came to the house is the same week, a year from the date, that he did 9 days in jail, where we thought he was going to go in and come right out. He ended up doing 9 days because they kept trying to keep him. Why? Because charges was kept being added while he was in jail, because we don't know how many people's out there. We don't know how many people are going to say money was taken from them. We don't know. All we know is that we're suffering. We're suffering because of it. We're suffering because of it. I know that's what we as Christians don't like. We know that the words say long suffering, but we don't want to suffer. I don't. We know that the word says be patient, let patient have its perfect work, but patient bring trials. Honey, we're in a trial that's bringing patience. And so, all I know right now, that I can't give up on God because He's my only hope. All I know right now, that even though I don't want people quoting scriptures to me, if I didn't believe in God, I would give up. If I didn't believe in God, He would give up. If I said, I don't want to say that, but it's my relationship with God that's keeping us. It's His relationship with God that's keeping Him. I don't even see how people do life without Christ. Because me, myself, and I don't have a capability of keeping myself. I don't have the capability of even providing for myself, but God. Y'all, these people done arrested my husband again. This is crazy. This is the third time he's been arrested. They're saying that he don't need a bond, but he has to be arrested on the charge. Does that make sense? They're not requiring a bond, but he have to be booked and arrested. He'll be out today, but it's crazy because this is going to be his third freaking mugshot. When he apply for jobs, it's gonna look like he's a habitual criminal. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. I'm thankful to God that we didn't have to try to come up with more money for a bond. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that he'll be out today. They're guaranteed that he'll be out within a few hours. But this is just embarrassing to him. But yeah, there's nothing like seeing the people put handcuffs on somebody you love. I don't see how people can live that life. I don't see, especially when you're trying to live an upright life, to be a productive citizen, and you still get persecuted, you still get charges that don't belong to you only because of association. The good thing is also that the lawyer said that we can make payments, that we don't have to give him a lump sum of $10,000 at once. We can make payments. And now I just gotta wait to see when I can get him out. I don't even know why I expected anything different. But it shook me. Y'all, I was crying so hard. I was crying so hard. When the people told him that he had to be rebooked, the way he turned around and looked at me like, I told you so. Because when we was walking in and, going through the security to get in, he gave me his phone and he was like, call the bail bondsman when they'll rearrest me. I was like, don't be saying that, take it back. He was like, I take it back. But he knew, and I guess I should have known too, because not the first time he had to turn himself in, but the second time they added more charges and we had to come to court, they were saying that he couldn't just walk out. He had to be rearrested and post bond. But this time, he still had to be rearrested, fingerprint again, mugshot again, but he don't have to come out with a bond. So they said that it should be quicker. I was tore up. I was just crying. The lawyer was trying to tell me he's sorry. He'll be out in a couple of hours. If they don't have him out in a couple of hours, give him a call. And then I don't know what to call the guy who works with the court, with the judge. He was like, ma'am, he was talking to Woody, and he came and he was like, do he have your number? Because he on ROR, he won't be in there long, probably like 2 hours if it's busy. He'll be out before you know it. He would say, don't wait around because, it's busy, but he'll call. They'll let him call me. And then they were saying that, I was just crying so hard. I was like, where's the restroom? My face was just, he was like, it's right there, ma'am. Make a right. Take care of yourself, ma'am. Nice white guy. I appreciate that. I don't know, y'all. God is still in control because I didn't have any money for bills. I mean, I would have made it happen. Honey, I got a therapy session today and I do need it. My God, them therapy sessions. Oh, it be right on time. So God must want me to talk to somebody because every day that I needed somebody to talk to is the day my appointment is booked for my therapy. Honey. And be on that couch crying again, Jesus. I'm trusting God, though. God is in control. I don't feel so bad like the last time. But to see them put handcuffs on him, it wipes me out. And his face, he be like, look, Shorty. See, he looks so sad. He be so sad when he look at me. And then that saddens me. And then he was telling me to go, but last time they rearrested him, I left when they put the handcuff on him. This time I stayed with him until they walked him out. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. But you don't know how much you love somebody until you see them going through and you are threatened with, it's a possibility that you may have to do life without them. I know that's not going to be the case. And I know just like God made a way for me to come up with the money then, he's going to make a way for us to come up with whatever money we need now. I am so grateful that less than 2 days, a week, God allowed me to raise because, honey, I was begging and borrowing and pleading for $20,000 for my husband. And I tried to tell my husband because he looked like he's so ashamed. He's ashamed of his name. He's ashamed. But I tried to tell my husband that the idea that God allowed people to loan us $20,000 of their hard-earned money. One person by themselves loaned us $10,000. That speaks volume on how much she respects Woody, how much she believes in him, how much she knows that this is not his character. Because if you thought somebody was a thief, you wouldn't be giving them your money. And so I tell him to hold his head up because people know his character. My clients was given to my cousins gave, and just strangers, and I'm so grateful. Even the minister from our last church years ago gave. And so for people to give you their money, they believe in you. And most of all, God, and I say God because I cannot thank God enough for touching the heart of my sister Sheila and her husband Clive, my brother-in-law. Y'all, I don't have a house. We ended up having to move out of our apartment. We had nothing. And they wanted collateral. And so somebody had to put up a house. And nobody would do it. Not his brother, not his sisters. Sister, he only have one. But my brother-in-law heard me talking to the bail bondsman and heard that I said, I don't have a home. And at that time, he was fixing up the room that we're in now for us to move in because Woody was still locked up. So he was fixing up the room so that we can move in it. He ran out there while I'm talking because he didn't want to be loud. He raised his hand and he was... So what he was saying, I got a house. And him and my sister didn't think twice, didn't blink an eye to put up their house for Woody. And that means the world to me. That meant a lot. That they was willing to sacrifice, knowing that he wasn't going to run, knowing that he's not a criminal, knowing that he wasn't going to skip bail. But a lot of people didn't feel safe doing it. I'm not going to say a lot of people. I'm going to ask three people, and those 3 people said no. They didn't trust him enough. They didn't love him enough. I don't know what would make them not do it, but it's not my house. I don't have one. But my sister and my brother-in-law, they did it, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful that they loved us enough and trusted us enough to stand by us. And they have really been showing their love and their trust in God in us. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all those people. I'm grateful for my clients that gave. I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for that one friend that don't want me to tell everybody who they are, but I shout how good they were to me. And not just one friend. I have another friend who stepped up to play. I'm telling you, even at that time, they wasn't even a good friend, but they become a good friend because they have been walking this walk with us. And there's a few people have walked this walk with us, not just with their words, but with their money. My friend girl Audrey, she didn't have to, but she did. And I'm only calling the names that don't mind me calling their names, because a lot of people don't want people to know they gave money, not because they're embarrassed, but because you don't want people to feel like, well, she gave them that kind of money, I could get this kind of money from me. So I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that God loves me so much. I believe he loves me so much that he allowed people to come to my rescue. Now I just wait. I wait to get him out. I wait to pick him up, rather, because I don't have to bail him out. I just have to pick him up. I wait to pick him up. I'm waiting for the call. I'm waiting. Now I'm calling. I'm texting my group text. I'm texting my kids. I'm texting my siblings and letting them know. One of my sons has absolutely no sense. My son Eric, he makes a joke out of any and everything. That's how he deal with life. But he got a good heart. He talking about when I first told him that they locked up Woody again. He texted me, "God damn, I thought they couldn't." Then he said he got a bail. He got to get a bail again. So I tell him, no, he don't have to get a bail. My daughter say they're dragging him. Yes, he dragging him. Then my other son, Ken, he was like,
They booked him in court. Yeah, they booked him in court. And so because my husband have now been arrested 3 times, my stupid son Eric, and I love him to death, life. I love all my kids to life, but this one right here, this Eric, sometimes he be rubbing me the wrong way. He the one that keep me on my knees. Well, he used to be the one. No, all my kids don't been to the point where they keep me on my knees. Ken kept me on my knees in his teens. Did he keep me on my knees, my Lord and my God? God is good though. I didn't know whether or not it was going to be jail or hell. But nevertheless, God have kept him, and he's doing great for himself. And then it went from Ken to Morgan keeping me on my knees, honey, because I don't know what that baby was going through. But nevertheless, I'm still praying for her, not because of the things she do in life, but I want her to be able to experience the good in life. I feel like sometimes she has to struggle a lot, and I don't want that for her. I want her to find love. I want her to find her place in the world. I want her to find her career, those things that she can take care of herself and live a life abundant. But honey, that Eric, he keep me on my knees now, because that Negro, he loves life, and he's a risk taker. He'll jump off things he have absolutely no business on. He climb things that he can fall to his death. He just do wild things. He love the adrenaline of fun, and that scares me because he don't have sense enough to be scared of anything. But I say that to say he come texting me. That boy getting mad street credit, right? That boy getting mad street credit right now. Mom married a gangster. I didn't marry no goddamn gangster. I don't want to be married to no gangster. I don't. That is not my life. I like the nerd. This is why I'm with him, because he is a nerd. What is a nerd, y'all? He don't do nothing. He don't know how to curse, even though when he be trying to, he don't know how to curse. He's not a drinker. I did not. He can build anything. My husband can put a wall up, put a wall down. Hence, this is why he was a contractor. He can build a computer. He build his own computer. He do plumbing. He do electric. He can do AC. He can do. There's nothing that he can't pretty much do. He's not a doctor or a lawyer. But when I say he's so talented and he's so good with his hands, I did not marry a gangster. I don't want to be married to no gangster, Eric. Anyway, y'all, now we just wait. We wait. We wait. We wait. We wait. We wait. It is 2:00. He is not out yet. They always lying about he'll be right out. Oh, it'll be less than 2 hours. It'll be 2 hours. It'll be by lunch. And it is 2:00 and he's not out. I am headed into my therapy session. And I will talk to you guys afterwards. I pray it's not a day of overwhelming tears. I pray I can hold myself together a little better this time. Lord, have mercy on my soul. I'm talking about. I'm not joking. This is my therapist. This is Dr. Tasha.
Hey everyone.
She is amazing. And I really did come to therapy today. And now I don't know what's going on, but my camera don't want to capture us. But hold on, y'all.
Tasha, she ain't lying. She really did just come to session. It was good too.
Dr. Tasha, how can they find you?
Oh, that's what we're doing?
We
Okay, drivebytherapy.org. I'll see y'all. Contact me, I'll contact you.
Thanks, Dr. Tasha.
Later.
They would not believe today is the day that I had a session after all that I've been going through today.
It was ordained from like August though.
Okay, since August. I tried to tell them since August.
She ain't lying. Y'all know she true. She's so true to herself.
That it is.
The truth.
Love you, Doc.
Later.
Y'all, that is my therapist, and I am so grateful for her. Now, they have not released my husband, and so she don't want me to be watching the phone and sitting down doing much of nothing. The lady gave me a Victoria's Secret gift card and said, go buy myself something to keep my mind occupied. Yeah, that's my therapist. I don't mind sharing it. I don't mind people knowing who my therapist is. She is well known in the community, and I've never heard anything that people shared with her. I've never heard it on the streets. Keep in mind, everything is not for everybody. At one point, I was second guessing whether or not I was going to come to her because she knows so many people and a little bit of everything. But I'm glad that I set this appointment, and I'm glad that I didn't let my narrow mind or my perception of her stop me from coming to see her, because it has really been good. Y'all, therapist is hard. It's hard to sit with some things. It's hard that your mind have to go places. I'm trying to pay her, y'all. Your mind have to even think of things, relive some things, visit some new things. It's hard. You know how they say the truth hurt? And even though the truth hurt, we have to remember the truth will set you free. And anyway, y'all, I guess we're going to Broward Mall. Let's go. Oh, I gotta go and buy my mom I gotta go run an errand for my mom, y'all. Let's go. Hey, y'all. I'm back home. I didn't go to the mall. I went and ran an errand for my mom, and I came back home. I can't see myself out in the mall shopping, and my husband isn't released yet. And so I just want to just come in a room and pray and read the word and maybe watch a movie, maybe a Christmas movie, something to make me smile a little. But I can't be walking around in no mall and I can't do it. I can't do it. And so I'll let y'all know when he come home. Pray he come home today. It's funny how 2 hours went to, it's been 6 hours now, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours. And usually, like the first time I told y'all he was supposed to get out the next day, he didn't get out until 9 days later. The second time he was supposed to get out by lunch, he didn't get out until like dinner. And so it's probably going to be the same thing. But this time it was like, yeah, he's going to be right out 2 hours. So I think that's just frustrating. But now I know, hopefully it don't happen again. But now I know not to believe them when they say it's going to be a fast release. Anyway, I was just talking to my sister. I'm like, I told God I didn't even tell God I wanted a Christmas tree. I just thought I wanted a Christmas tree. He made a Christmas tree. Somebody gave me a Christmas tree. I mean, but the thing that you pray for, that's why I'm trying to say, you just don't know how God is going to move. God is in control. And you just got to relinquish the control to him and just relinquish the control. I'm not mad at God. I'm far from mad at God. I just don't understand how he operate, but they tell you there is no, his thoughts is higher than ours. His ways are higher than ours. We don't know how he's going to operate, but know that it's going to work together for our good. I don't know why he got him in there. I don't know why he felt like he need to stay in there 8 hours or 6 hours. I don't know why he feel like this need to reoccur constantly. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something that he's trying to get to my husband. I don't know if it's something that he's trying to get to me. I don't know. I don't know. But I trust him. I trust him. I trust him that he's going to keep us. He's going to keep us in this long suffering. He's going to keep us as we walk through this thing called patience. He's going to keep us as we walk through this thing called trial. He's going to keep us. Could be worse. Could be worse. It's not unto death. I believe this is not going to be unto death. And so it could be worse.
Good morning, fam. It is Wednesday, December 12th, and Woody got home around 5 o'clock. Well, they released him at 5 o'clock, and I went and got him. If you hear a lot of yelling, it's my mom because she didn't see him last night because 4 days this morning she was asleep. So when I went and got him, so she's excited to see that he's here. Getting ready to take her to the doctor. I didn't stay up all night. I took Benadryl, so I was knocked out. Before I took Benadryl, I watched a Christian movie, as well as I read and I prayed and I cried, because it made me feel like the first time he went to jail, he was supposed to get out, and they kept him for 9 days. And the idea that he should have been out in 2 hours, and 12 hours had went by, I just felt like they was still maybe trying to add more charges or just do some funny business. I do believe it is someone connected inside with someone who had made a claim, because it's always so hard for him to get released after everything is done for him to be released. But anyway, and I was thinking about the bailsman. I couldn't think about the person who worked with the judge. It's the bailsman. I couldn't think about that. Now I can't think. I think a little clear. I am sleepy, y'all. I am on the drill. But nevertheless, I got to get up and take my mom to the doctor, check out her eye, and then I am headed to work. So that's probably going to be about it, because I ran it so much yesterday. So I thank you guys. I thank you guys so very much for praying for us. Even after you see this video, keep calling our name out in prayer. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. And please share my channel. Also, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss me when I show up. The last few videos didn't get that much views. So if you watched it, tell me why you think it didn't. Maybe I can cut out some of the things I do, because it is my life. Or I don't know how I can help my views go up. But if you have a suggestion, please let me know. Again, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for comment, thank you for turning on your notification bell. And remember, everything you do, always be true to you. I love you and I mean it. Bye.